Hi all, it's Phil, aka Rampaging Noob, and let's jump straight into this. Before we begin, I would just like to mention we have had permission off of the dev team to discuss and show off the Mobile Lite app for Stream Raiders, but it is in closed alpha stages at the moment, so everything you see may be subject to change. All of the screenshots and footage taken for this video have come from the Galaxy S10e using the Chrome web browser. As we progress through the development process, I'm hopefully going to be compiling and comparing footage taken from different operating systems too. So maybe like an iPhone or possibly even using the iPad as well. And yes, it does work on the iPad, and I was very excited to find out about that as well. Stream Raiders Mobile Lite, for those who have not come across it before, will be the much anticipated mobile application that allows you to play Stream Raiders on the go. With the ability to play it on the mobile though, you'll never really be more than a few taps away from a battle. Personally, for like an addict like me who absolutely loves Stream Raider as a captain and as a viewer, that is going to be a massive bonus. For the best results when accessing Mobile Lite, we are requested to add it to your homepage, and I would highly recommend you do this as it has great loading times and will be easier to access. At the moment, with it still being in alpha testing, we are still waiting on some of the functions to be added in, such as the army screen, the skin screen, and the store screen. These are accessible already on the desktop version of Stream Raiders, but not on Mobile Lite just yet. However, the main parts that we can access, such as engaging in the battle, talking to the captain, and collecting all the bounties at the end, are fully functional. And that goes for both the CVC and the CVE mode. So, yeah. When initially launching into the app, you will be faced with a home screen that presents you with your main options, such as a small preview screen for the captain of whose battle you're currently in. That shows you their Twitch stream. And you can also see a choice of the 3 captains that you've got selected to fight with, a profile page, and the settings. Just a side note that when it comes to the captains that pre-populate, they will be the exact same as who you've got connected on the desktop app, and you'll find that whatever you do on one reflects on the other. Say, for example, you collect your bonuses on the desktop, you will see the totals increase on the mobile. You place a unit on the mobile, you'll get a time down warning on the desktop, which personally, that kind of live interaction is fantastic. I will just say though, there's about a 3-second delay, but 3 seconds, nah, that's livable, that's doable. Within the profile section, you will find things such as the details of when you join Stream Raiders, the ability to log out completely, the ability to reload just like you can with a desktop app, and also report a bug. In addition, there is a device information option too, that is used mainly by the development team to help narrow down issues to specific platforms and operating systems. And it's great for people who aren't necessarily tech savvy, who otherwise would struggle to find the details that the dev team need to make this as polished and flawless as possible. Within the settings section, you will be able to find things such as the audio settings, ability to see other players' names, and toggle unit sprite animations on or off. One thing I would just like to mention too is the ability to auto switch the video player. Enabling this will automatically change your Twitch preview to the captain whose battle you have open. Alternatively, you can leave this switched off and use the left and right arrows on the preview itself to move between captains. There is also the ability to mute the stream, pause the stream, or bring it up full screen with the chat so you can interact with the captain and their chat. So kind of exactly like the desktop app, you can have the full interaction if you want it, or kind of ignore it if you don't. For those that are curious, we have been testing if a view from the Mobile Lite will count towards a captain's viewership, and it does. However, just like accessing their stream from the desktop app, you are counted as an external view unless you have their stream open directly from Twitch. To launch into a captain's battle, all you need to do is tap on any of the captains on the home screen, place a unit, and then tap on the unit you wish to place. From here, you'll be able to deploy it wherever you wish on the battlefield as normal, and honestly, it's that easy and it's surprisingly smooth. To deploy an Epic unit, all you need to do is go through the exact same steps as before, but tap Boost Unit in the top right of the Place Unit section before selecting your unit. And the unit preview will already display its Epic form, so especially if you have like a Transformer skin or something like that, it will pop up and show you like its actual Epic form. And then after that, they're just ready to drop into position and you're good to go. When it comes to unit deployment, the same rules apply for CVC and CVE as the desktop. So you can't place units on top of friendly units, you can't place units in enemy deployment zones, and you can't fight with more than one captain in the CVC mode. When you want to move between captains, you can always use their avatars on the bottom of the screen and just tap an avatar to be taken to the next captain. Alternatively, click on the home screen, go all the way back and just click on the captain's name from there, and again, same thing, it will just load you straight through into their stream and the battle. On the bottom of the screen, the avatars are really useful as they will display a visual notification when you can place a unit, when the battle is in progress, or when rewards are available to collect. When you are waiting for a captain to find a match or waiting for the ability to place a unit, it will just show like a default hourglass. These are great as you can have a full overview of what's going on with all three battles from one screen, whichever screen you choose to be in. When a battle is ready to start, you will receive an on-screen notification and you can watch it either in the small preview window or bring up the captain on the full screen. At the end of the raid, your loot can be collected using the avatars on the bottom of the screen by simply tapping on them and it will show you exactly what you've earned. Or you can go back to the home screen and tap on the captain's name from there. In my honest opinion, having spent 4 days playing on Mobile Lite, it genuinely is fantastic. You can play anytime, anywhere, and it is so smooth and easy to get to grips with. Unit placements are as responsive as your touchscreen, and it works with both your finger, stylus, or as I was doing, the end of a pencil. However, there are still a few teething issues to work out, and these are being fixed incredibly quickly by the development team. Some of the issues we've come across are bog standard connection issues, like with the desktop app and the memory. On day 1, the app would intermittently freeze and require reloading before you could do anything. And on some of the matches, although you were granted gold and it would tally up in the top right corner, it wouldn't actually display on the notification at the end of a battle. For the most part though, these have already been fixed and instances of them occurring are occurring a lot less frequently than they did in the first few days. We also have a few issues with the CVC power bar displaying over 100%. Some maps appearing out of alignment, and mobile users have the ability to place units right on the edge of a deployment zone, whereas desktop users normally have a 1 unit buffer between the edge and where they can place their unit. On occasion, we've also noticed that some Epic units, when they are made into Epics, obscure the meat counter in the top right of the unit display, kind of hiding how much meat it would take to get them off of cooldown. Myself and the other testers in the first group have been reporting these and discussing them in Discord too, getting regular feedback from the devs. A big shout out to both Bread for Kids and SC Mike, as they have really been active in chat. Anything we flagged, things we've been discussing, they've been more than willing to jump in, give us a point of view, and they've even taken away quite a few ideas that they actually liked themselves, that they might not or they didn't kind of let on that they'd thought about before, which is fantastic because they're actually listening to the community and the testers' feedback, and that is something I love about the Stream Raider team, is just how much of the community they do get involved and how much of the feedback they do listen and try and implement. Personally, 2 of my biggest pet peeves at the moment though are caused by the portrait or landscape option. This is where landscape is not currently available to use. Understandably, when you tilt your phone, a pop-up occurs to let you know this, but unfortunately, the exact same pop-up also occurs when you're trying to interact with chat or using the captain search bar too. If you close the on-screen keyboard, it does disappear and anything you've typed that you weren't able to see typing will be there, but it can be a bit annoying. My other pet peeve is also tied into the landscape as well, and that's when you play in larger battles and CVC matches, for example, it takes a lot of scrolling about to see the entire battlefield. Now, the devs are already working on this and are looking to get not only the landscape mode enabled, but are also potentially going to take off the cap for a 50% zoom out, so you can zoom out even further and take more of the map in at a single glance. When these two issues are fixed, that will, in my opinion, have quite a big impact on the user's experience and make it a lot more positive. Overall, a fantastic addition to Stream Raiders that will be very popular and hopefully see even more users able to play it at all times of the day, wherever they are. It is admittedly addictive though to have Stream Raiders on mobile, and as an example, I stayed up until 3 AM on Sunday playing it, or should I say, testing it. There are a few bits and pieces that still need fine tuning, but for a closed alpha it was in a lot better shape than I expected, and I cannot wait to see what functions we get next and how the app evolves. If you've not done so already and would like to sign up for the alpha testing, check out the announcements in the official Discord for the form you need to fill in, or alternatively I've also popped the link in the descriptions down below. At the moment, only small groups are being given access to do the Mobile Lite testing, but we have been told by the development team that there are going to be new groups added in on a weekly basis, so even if you don't get in straight away, it's still worth filling out as it may not be that long until you do get into it. For now though, I'm going to go get my Stream Raiders fix. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all on the battlefield. Bye!